I want to thank the audience, listening audience. The public presentation of the book, Zoning of Governorship Position in Enugu State, Evolution, Practice and Convention, 1999 to 2023. The presentation was a huge success in our own estimation. Um, you know, we already discussed in the past what led us to write that book, and I want to reiterate that in this studio and in many other studios, people have argued that there is no zoning in Enugu. Who said it? Who are the people? No, we let them come out and say it now. There's no document. And we saw that document in almost every election cycle. Last election was so bad that even if there was zone, everybody has gone, so anybody can start. Some people said no, so there were too many. And each time we keep quiet, another election cycle. As analysts, we keep saying this thing, we keep discussing it. But like no, we are scholars as well. If it's a doctorate degree, I have. But he's a doctorate degree student. I think they're running off their coursework. They should be doing research by now. Let Chief is holding you down. Let me know. Clinton made too, and we have vast experience in journalism, in mediation, in journalism, in broadcasting, in research work. So what is holding us? And as Dr. Basi said, Chief Anoki was a huge resource because anyway, his colleagues have accused him that you think you can run away from politics, whether you are there or not, you are still a politician. And he keeps saying that I've left you guys behind. I am focused on other areas, and this is a validation of what he always says, that he's focused on other areas. There are other areas outside politics that he must not die into politics. Unlike some people who keep on recycling themselves. Yeah. Tomorrow you are a house speaker, you are a house member. Next tomorrow you are a secretary of local government. Next tomorrow you are a PA or SA. Next one you are a speaker. Next one you are going to House of Assembly. Those cycling. So there are Chief Anoki has proved beyond doubt as a 3-time commissioner, 2-time local government chairman, and former MD. Has proven that there is life outside this thing. So for people who think that there's no life outside it, Chief Anoki has proven that there's life. And one of the validation of that is this book that we have published, where he used these enormous resources as somebody who was a key player in that time to be able to bring together resource persons which we interviewed. Because it's not just a desk research. We went out there to interview, and it was instrumental to getting all these people to agree, to a lot of them to agree to speak to us on tape. These people are people they don't speak outside. You rarely hear them speak in public. But they agreed to us to have them on tape. In case tomorrow someone wants to doubt that they didn't say it. He said, tell them that we said it. That we said there's zoning. And this is how we arrived at it. We didn't plan it from the beginning, but it came and we saw that it is good for the politics of it to reduce tension and the rest, and we adopted it. And then we put their interviews in the book. So the book is not just us oral literature. There are also, transcription of what those people said inside the book. So although one or two people said, well, they don't mind it is even there's someone like Dr. Kozlez who said that if tomorrow we feel like it's no longer useful, or we can do another design, another means to that is better, we can. But for now, this is what is we are doing. And the title of the book, a lot of people we got feedback that the title of the book alone is so interesting that people wanted to come and hear what is this book all about, even before. Because we have not seen any documentation. If it had been done, we have not seen it. So, in fact, that is why we've been embarked on the book. We wanted to find things that, were validating this rotation. And, pundits have hailed this. There was one language we used that we call it the Magna Carta of Fourth Republic politics in Enugu State. Magna Carta is the charter of law with the people of England, the 1215 or 1218. And in law, it is said that it is the all and all of law, where you derive law from. And this is exactly what we have. So let's all that discussion. Let's use this, other people to derive from this our first intervention and use it for further discussions, to now, open up. Those who now said, Chino Achebe said, if you say that somebody else's book is not good, write your own. And I think this is why we also say we have been brought out this thing. Let there be further discourse. It is to spark up debate on this. So we will actually, people get it for school libraries. I'm happy that students from Coast City University came. Political science students. The students from Mascom also came, so that there will be the future analysts there. There will be the future article writers. There will be the future news opinion shapers and the rest. And they came in their numbers from IMT. They're from Caritas University, from Coast City University. Coming with their DVC. I think Caritas came with their DVC.
Yes.
Coast City came with their Mascom head, and IMT also came with their director. Not everyone is coming with Dr. Chudayanka as a director.
Yeah.
So I want to thank the academia, because it's not easy. You have to mobilize students to come. They are not the only ones who get letters to, but in the mirror of them, they are the ones that deemed it fit. We get letters to a lot of people, but they didn't deem it fit. And I wonder what kind of vice chancellor or rector or head of school with their student cannot mobilize just a bus to bring the students there to take them back. So we need to start also querying the quality of vice chancellors or head of institutions we have, or even HODs we have. If you cannot mobilize your students to come listen to intellectual debates and intellectual conferences or workshops, meanwhile the lecturers go for any workshop and use it. And so why can't you expose the children early? So it's not only the one that you do, academic papers you present in your department that students will go to. No, they need to go outside there so the town and the gown can meet. Because there, for example, politicians spoke. The reviewer, Chief Dr. Chinedu Onu, I will give kudos to him. He was wearing I told him it was a combination, it was an integrated personnel of the town and the gown. So he was there also at the beginning. He was part of that process. He's also an academic. So he was able to, integrate those two personalities that he had, and he gave a beautiful review. In fact, somebody came to me after the program and said, review and that the man is too much. I said, why? He said that he was expecting review alone to be like 2 hours.
Yeah, it was
that that the way he managed, he did it, I said, because he's that man you're saying is 2 in 1. Is the town and the gown. And even you could see that the special the guests, acknowledge the fact that someone even said that you have finished reading the book, because the reviewer did such a thorough job that you already know the content of the book, but they should go and read it so that they will know exactly what those personalities said. Then we want to thank the chairman for, because I tell you, the planning of this event was a very short one. It was just basically 2 weeks plus that we planned this event. 2 weeks. And all those people you saw accepting our invitation did it under 2 weeks to the date of the event. So we want to thank especially our chairman, Igwe Abubuzo. I mean, he made the headline, I think it was in March or so, when he went to Aso Rock and made that statement. Very, very, very funny, humorous, but very deep message, the way he delivered it. And we want to thank him very much for accepting to be the chairman, and he was chairman of the came early too. The Igwe Ogadagidi. In fact, it was a day of Igwes. They came in their regalia, and as she said, it's not only Hollywood. You see Igwes in their regalia. These are Igwes. So that is why they say movies try to mirror the society. When society is positive, you see positive things in your movie. When society is negative, so how will Nigeria? I expect Nigerian movie to be showing a smart policeman that is saluting and telling you this way, ma'am, this way, sir. That's not what our policemen do most of the time. Or in the airport, they say, welcome, sir, happy weekend, sir. This and that, sir. So we mirror. If you want a good society, the literature will mirror. Let it mirror. That the book we wrote, it tried to mirror what happened in the state. We also want to thank. So Igwe Ogadagidi was there in his full capacity as a royal father of the day, and he was the chairman of the Enugu State Traditional Rulers Council, and you see that he has let me use Ngabasi. What is the Gen Z's language? He has teas. That is what Gen Z's call it, and he brought his and he came with royal father.